Next time we will discuss about the principle of homogeneity of dimensions. What is principle of homogeneity of dimensions? कहता है when a physical equation consists of in number of terms, each of these terms must be of the same dimensions in each of the fundamental units. What they are saying कि if a physical equation if you are taking, so if you are adding two physical quantities or equating two physical quantity or subtracting two physical quantity, they should have the same dimensions of fundamental units, corresponding fundamental units. For example मैं कह सकता हूँ कि जैसे सपोज करो आई हैव गिवन यू टास्क, मैंने तुम्हें एक टास्क दिया क्या कि add 5 kg into 20 सेकेंड, यू कैन नॉट ऐड 5 kg और 20 सेकेंड को आप ऐड नहीं कर सकते. वाई? बिकॉज इफ यू वांट टू ऐड टू फिजिकल क्वांटिटी दे मस्ट हैव इन सेम डायमेंशनल फार्मूला. उनके दोनों के डायमेंशनल फार्मूला क्या होने चाहिए? सेम होने चाहिए, तभी आप ऐड कर सकते हो. अगर आपको केजी ऐड करना है तो केजी के लिए आप ग्राम में ऐड कर सकते हैं, केजी में ऐड कर सकते हैं, लेकिन उसको सेकंड में नहीं. डिफरेंट dimensional formula physical quantity cannot be added, subtracted or can equality. ठीक है, तो कोई भी if there is a physical equation it consists many terms, तो all terms must have same dimensional formula. ठीक है, एक एग्जांपल दिखा रहा हूँ. फॉर एग्जांपल जैसे मैं को बेटा एक इक्वेशन है v is equal to u plus at. If we are considering this equation, so what is the dimension formula of v? Velocity, that is what? L t raised to minus 1. If we'll see dimension formula of u, so that is also L t raised to minus 1. If we'll see the dimension formula of at, so acceleration dimensional formula is L t raised to minus 2 and t is t. If we'll combining t raised to minus 1, if we'll see all terms have the same dimension formula. तीनों के डायमेंशन फार्मूला क्या है बेटा? सेम है. तो ये आपका क्या हो सकता है बेटा? फिजिकल इक्वेशन हो सकता है या करेक्ट इक्वेशन हो सकता है. तो ऑल फिजिकल क्वांटिटी what they are adding, subtracting or equality, so they have same dimensional formula, that is called principle of homogeneity. So by the help of this principle of homogeneity, we are asking we can explain some questions. See here, they have given v is equal to a plus bt minus c upon t, where v is velocity and t time. Find dimension of a, b and c. By help of principle of homogeneity, one question I have given, v is equal to a plus bt minus c upon t, where v is velocity and t is time. Find the dimension formula of a, b and c. See here how we will solve it. By principle of homogeneity, I have told you that this is a physical equation, consists many terms. So all terms must have same dimension formula. By principle of homogeneity, what you will see, dimension of v is equal to what? Dimension of a, one term, dimension of bt, another term, dimension of c upon t. So by principle of homogeneity, what you will say? Dimension of v is equal to dimension of a is equal to dimension of bt is equal to dimension of c upon t. See here, what is the dimension of v? पहले ही बताया मैंने. डायमेंशन ऑफ v क्या होगा बेटा? L t raised to minus 1. dimension of A is equal to dimension of V. Dimension of A, you have find it. Here, dimension of B into dimension of T. Multiplication is there. Here, dimension of C divided by dimension of T. Here I have found one thing. Dimension of A find हो गया LT raised to minus 1. For dimension of B, you will put here this LT raised to minus 1 dimension of B time as dimension T. T you will take here dimension of B, so that is LT raised to minus 2. So that is the dimension of, you can also write m power 0. You can include it L power 1 m0 t raised to minus. Okay, dimension B, dimension A I funded. Remaining is what? Dimension of C. So see here, for dimension of C, we will use this equation. So this is what LT raised to minus 1 is equal to dimension of C divided by dimension of T, that is capital T. T you will take here LT raised to minus 1 into T dimension of C, that is L minus 1 plus 1 T raised to 0. Only you can write LR T raised to 0 also. The dimension of C is L. The dimension of A, LT raised to minus 1, dimension of B, LT raised to minus 2, and dimension of C, only L raised to 1. T0, T power 0, M power 0. So by the help of principle of homogeneity, I have found the dimension of A, B, and C. Here one question is there. Energy is given by this equation A minus 2bx plus 3x square upon ct. Here A is energy, x is distance, t is time. Find the dimension of A, B, and C. By the help of principle of homogeneity, we have to find the dimension of A, B, and C. To see a solution, dimension of, by principle of homogeneity, dimension of E, energy, is equal to what? Dimension of A minus 2bx plus 3x square divided by what? Dimension of Ct. If you see this equation, A minus 2b, A minus 2bx plus 3x square, what it will implies? This A and 2bx term has subtracted, 3x square added. So addition and subtraction, I have told you, each term should be in same dimension. That implies that dimension of A is equal to what? Dimension of 2bx is equal to what? Dimension of 3x square. You can see here dimension of A, because these terms I have added. I have said earlier that dimension same, then they can be added or they can be subtracted. So dimension of A, here this numerical number 2 has no dimension, so you will see dimension of B into dimension of X. Here 3 has no dimension and X is distance. So distance का dimension क्या होता है बेटा? L square. So that is L square. 3 numerical number, that is no dimension. So you will see from here dimension of A is L square. If we'll take these two, what happen? Dimension of B, dimension of X, that is L, is equal to L square. So dimension of B becomes L square upon L, L square upon L. So that becomes L raised to 1. So dimension of A we have found it L square, dimension of B L. See, for the dimension of C, dimension of E, see this 3x square has dimension L square, 2bx का भी क्या होगा बेटा L square, A का भी क्या होगा L square. So dimension of full is also L square. So dimension of, here we can write here, dimension of A is equal to dimension of, यहाँ पर जो मैंने लिखा था बेटा, dimension of 2bx is equal to dimension of 3x square, and this is also equal to dimension of what? A minus 2bx plus 3x square. So here you will see the dimension of, here what I have found it L square. So this is dimension of क्या? बोलो. Dimension of this equation is all have L square. So dimension of this you will write L square. And dimension of C into dimension of T. So dimension of E, energy work done, same dimension formula, that is L square m t raised to minus 2. Here L square, here dimension of C and dimension of T. T you will take here, C also you will take here. So dimension of C, L square m t raised to minus 2 into T is equal to L square. So what is dimension of C? Dimension of C is equal to, that will come downward, L square m t raised to minus 2, t raised to 1, t raised to minus 1. So that will become L square power 0, m power minus 1 and t power plus 1. Dimension of C is L power 0, m power minus 1, t power plus 1. But help of principle of homogeneity, we have found the dimension of A, B, C. बस एक चीज बच्चों ध्यान में रखना कि dimension of A, if three physical quantities they have added or subtracted, the dimension of A is equal to dimension of 2bc is equal to dimension of 3x square is equal to dimension of all A minus 2bx plus 3x square. ये हमेशा ध्यान में रखेंगे तो ये no problems. One question is there, displacement equation of wave y is equal to a sin bt minus cx, here y and x are displacement and t is time. Find dimensional formula of A, B and C. See if you see this angle, this bt minus cx, this is angle of sine. I have told you angular displacement or angle has no dimension, they are ratio. So this bt minus cx, this is the angle of sine, so they have no dimensions. bt minus cx is angle theta. that is no dimension, dimensionless. Dimension of bt minus cx is equal to, they have added or subtracted, dimension of bt, dimension of cx, no dimension mean all dimensions are 0. Remember, sin theta, tan theta, angle angle have no dimensions. Here you will see dimension of b into dimension of t is equal to what is dimension of b? L0, M0, T0 divided by dimension of t is t. So that is L0, M0, T raised to minus. Same way, if you are taking these two, dimension of c into dimension of x, L0, M0, T0, so dimension of c, dimension of x is L, displacement, this I have taken here, so dimension of c is equal to L0, M0, T0 divided by L, so that is L raised to minus 1 and T raised to 0, M0, T0. So dimension of B I have found T power minus 1, dimension of C L raised to minus 1. See here for the dimension of C, dimension of A. See here, I have told you angle or dimensionless, and sine of any angle, their sine is also length upon hypotenuse, they are ratio, the ratio of two numbers that have no dimensions. So L0, M0, so sine have no dimension. So here y is equal to a sine bt minus cx. Here this term sine theta, cos theta, trigonometric function, so that is dimensionless. So these are dimensionless quantity. So here you will see they have no dimensions, mean dimension of y is equal to what? Dimension of a. Why? Because sin theta, they are ratio, perpendicular upon hypotenuse, the ratio have no dimensions. So you will see dimension of y, y is displacement, that's why L raised to 1, others are 0, that will be the dimension of A, B and C I have found it.